In the bustling streets of New York City, a remarkable transformation was underway. A skateboard that was capable of effortlessly cruising through the city's unpaved roads at a staggering 24 miles per hour. It just emerged as a game-changer in the realm of electric rideables. This innovation not only redefines urban transportation, but also ignites a spark of inspiration for future technologies. But how did it all begin? Boosted Boards, a company that pioneered the revolution by seamlessly blending that high-quality innovation with a tight-knit community of riders. But in March 2020, the world was shocked when the company, with a bunch of successful products, millions in investments, a devoted following, and even the endorsement of YouTube's biggest stars, announced its layoffs in search for a buyer. The burning question was, how did a company with so much promise falter? Did the China-US trade war play a role, or were the technical defects the sole culprit? The story begins with the age-old fascination for skateboards. From the streets to the ramps, they had always exuded a sense of coolness. However, in the early 70s, someone dared to add a motor to these iconic boards, giving birth to the concept of motorized skateboards. Fast forward to the modern era, where micromobility and last-mile vehicles have become the latest trend. That was the time Boosted was born. Three Stanford University friends, Sanjay Dastur, John Ullman, and Matthew Tran, founded the company in 2011. Their primary intention was to find a better way to navigate their college campus. Fueled by the need for a functional and enjoyable last-mile vehicle, they created Boosted Boards. Their journey involved melding the agility of a skateboard with robust motors and a battery that resulted in the beloved Boosted Boards we know today. With determination and continuous refinement, they readied their creation for the world. To fuel their hardware adventure, Boosted secured support from Stanford's own accelerator program StartX, and later graduated from the renowned Y Combinator accelerator program. Those three Stanford engineering students had envisioned changing the entire skateboard industry, and when they earned the support of Stanford's StartX accelerator program, their vision propelled them into a highly successful Kickstarter campaign. Surprisingly, they achieved their $100,000 funding goal in under 24 hours, ultimately securing a whopping $470,000 in pledged funds. Apart from that, they also graduated from the renowned Y Combinator program. So it was the time Boosted unleashed its first products, the Single, the Dual, and the Dual Plus boards. These boards featured one or two motors, each varying in range, power, and price. Boosted got their almost immediate success only because of the outstanding quality and attention to detail, and a huge Reddit community started to consider them the Apple of e-boards. As a result, Boosted boards were relatively expensive compared to other brands, with price starting at $1,000 and going higher. Still, people were loving them. As Boosted continued to grow, they secured a substantial $10 million investment, signaling that their trajectory was on the right track. Yet, a significant catalyst in their rise to prominence was the endorsement of a YouTube sensation, Casey Neistat. Neistat's videos featuring Boosted boards captivated millions, with one video, the Aladdin Magic Carpet prank, amassing over 17 million views at the time, and eventually reaching 28 million. Back in early 2016, Boosted started encountering bumps in the road. There was a bit of a funny situation involving an enthusiastic Boosted board user named Rick Braz. He noticed something strange about his board. It started to smoke. When he told his roommate, they decided to film it, thinking it might become a viral video. Rick rushed home only to find that his board's battery was getting very hot and could have even exploded. The whole apartment had a weird chemical smell, so he put on a gas mask he had as a joke. He shared this whole story on Reddit, and surprisingly, Boosted got in touch with him right away. They offered to send him replacement parts and asked for the damaged piece back. But this wasn't a one-time thing. Another user had a similar issue with a smoking battery. Because of these problems, Boosted had to tell all its users to stop using their boards and disconnect the batteries. The CEO of Boosted, Sanjay Dastur, even flew from California to New York to meet Rick and check out the damaged board. This whole incident revealed that Boosted had some issues with their quality control, so they had to stop making boards in November and December, even at the time they sold the most. They hoped to start making them again in January 2017, but this situation really smote their sales. And even though Sanjay Dastur wanted Boosted to make more than just electric boards, things weren't going as planned. After all the consequences and downfalls, in mid-2017, Dastur stepped down as CEO, making way for Jeff Rusackow, another Stanford graduate, to lead the company into its next chapter. Rusackow wasted no time injecting resources into Boosted. The workforce doubled to approximately 160 employees. A new office was established, and the third generation of Boosted boards was in the works. Additionally, efforts were made to enhance employee benefits underlying the company's commitment to growth. While 2017 appeared promising, Boosted still needed more capital to fuel its expansion plan. The spotlight was on launching the REV, a $1,600 electric scooter designed to catapult Boosted into the broader personal mobility market. The REV distinguished itself with its exceptional build quality, sturdy steel frame, substantial wheels, and robust braking system. It garnered significant investor interest, amassing $60 million in funding. Boosted didn't confine itself to skateboards and scooters. It aimed to become a force in personal mobility. By 2018, Boosted had vendors in 34 countries, signaling its global aspirations. However, this expansion, coupled with the escalating tensions of the US-China trade war, could prove to be a turning point. The REV, Boosted's flagship scooter, was set to be entirely manufactured in China, as were all of Boosted's products. Despite assurance that they could weather the trade war's tariffs, the US government's slow response to granting exclusions meant Boosted did not immediately benefit. The war casts a shadow of uncertainty over the company's operation. Compounding their woes, reports emerged that Boosted was struggling to pay its vendors on time. Delays in the REV's production left some vendors owed substantial sums, further straining the company's financial health. Meanwhile, competition from Asian markets offered more affordable alternatives, eroding Boosted's competitive edge. By late 2019 and early 2020, it became clear that Boosted was in dire straits. The company began implementing cost-cutting measures, even discontinuing employee benefits like providing lunch. That resulted in the Department of High-Ranking Personnel leaving the company in a state of uncertainty. Things were not looking good, and Boosted's money troubles kept getting worse. In a surprising twist, Boosted said they were looking for new owners to take over the company. The main reason they had to do this was because making electric vehicles takes a lot of money. In hindsight, several factors played into Boosted's downfall. While they undoubtedly brought innovation and quality to the electric skateboard market, their expansion into electric scooters coupled with the challenges of the China-US trade war strained their financial resources. To potentially save the company, a more cautious approach to expansion, thorough market research, and diversified product development might have been beneficial. In the end, Boosted's story shows how startups, even with great products and fans, face tough challenges. It's a lesson in managing growth and adapting to what people need. Even though Boosted didn't make it, they made a mark on electric transportation that won't be forgotten. Share your thoughts about Boosted boards, and if there's more reasons behind Boosted's failure in your point of view, let us know them in the comments section.